Okay, what's up, guys? CSG Cisco back again after the long break, or 1 week break, to finally return to One Piece chapter 1057, Final Curtain. Man, Okay, so disclaimer one, I got spoiled uh, before this chapter came out about something. I'm pretty sure you guys would know who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about because motherfuckers don't know how to shut up. But two, I started recording earlier, and luckily I caught myself before going too far. But the I confirmed that the spoiler was correct. So I'm disappointed about that, but I guess I'll talk about it a little bit later. Dark clouds gather, a storm echoes through the sky, consuming Onigashima. The roar of the Azure dragon and the howls of a countless other beasts join the cacophony at Habu Port. The scattered leaves of fall are bleached auburn in the pattering rain. The stage is set for a tale of duty and honor. This is the story of the royal retainers and their quest to let Kozuki Oden's name shine once more. Many a hardship lie in wait, but they stay resolute to meet their fate. Yoi, the red scabbards, as the evening of the fire festival starts to unfold. Forest near Tokage Port Udon. You're not heading out to see? Yamato, this right here. This right here is ridiculous. I'll talk about it later. I've already spoken to Luffy and the others about it. Are you already content with this, Yamato? Aren't I welcome here? You are. We're just confused. A moment ago, you said you had made up your mind. Oh, that? Well, Oden started his journey with the tour of Wano, right? I realize there's so much out there that I don't understand. But I'm sure that I'll find my way if I follow in his footsteps, and I'm bound to make it out to sea sooner or later. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. This feels, for real, this feels like editor meddling. Like an editor was like Oda decided that Yamato is going to be the 10th crewmate, and an editor was like, no, don't do it, right? The editor was like, don't do it, whatever, like, because it felt like Oda decided Yamato was in the crew. Like, that's it. You know, even got a little backstory, but like that, it feels like an editor was like, nah, don't put her on the crew. I don't know why, whatever reason it is, it's definitely stupid because Luffy said he wanted 10 crewmates. This was the perfect moment to add the 10th and final crew member to the Straw Hats, but whatever. I mean, if they're not putting Yamato in now, we're not getting a 10th crew member. It just seems stupid to try to put anybody else in when, like, I mean, if we're entering the final saga or even the final arc, there's really no reason to be putting anybody else in the crew anymore. So, honestly, this is really fucking dumb. They just dropped the ball with this one. But whatever, I guess. Whatever. Unbelievable. You were able to tell them about all this. That does it. They must have intentionally snubbed me. Why bid farewell to everyone but us? Your name. Your father was a fool of a lord. Identify yourself. I'm Luffy. So what? A man. And flashback, a bunch of filler flashback pages, which I hate. Because in the anime, they would have done this. But in the manga, doing this shit is ridiculous. So what if you're a warrior? I'm going to be king of the pirates one day. So there. Bah. Oh yeah, well, one day I will be anointed shogun of Wano. So take that, you half-wit. Big talk for an eel. You're nothing but an ignorant ape. What are you? Momo, just some figurehead? Are you just going to stand there and cry? I want to beat Kaido. All right, then let's team up. It's an alliance. Luffy, that's the spirit, Momo. You may be cowardly, jumped up, top-knotted brat. But you're right. Find a way to survive. We'll have your back. Don't forget, we're pals. I'll ask you one more time, boy. What is your name? Kozuki Momonosuke, the man who will be Shogun of Wano. Go, you can fly, right? Stop Onigashima in its tracks. I will definitely beat Kaido. We may not have always gotten along, but we went through a lot together. Is he really that heartless? I was wrong about you, Luffy, you fiend. He is mistaking being free with free to be rude. Am I wrong, Kinemon? Not at all. By the way, Momonosuke-sama, is there a reason we aren't flying? Quiet, because he's afraid of heights. Momonosuke-sama, you are the undisputed shogun of Wano now. Depending on Luffy Dono's words, I may have no choice but to cleave him apart for this slight. Exactly, that is the way of the samurai. I thought we were pals, Luffy. I think you're blowing this out of proportion. He humiliated us. Overlooking this without giving him a few blows and bites is out of the question. Tokage Port Udon. Remember, the next time we meet, it'll be as enemies. Don't whine to me if we're shooting to kill. I don't know why Law's talking big. he's lesser. Like his crew is lesser than Luffy's. Law himself is the only one in his crew worth mentioning. Everybody else is just there. They're there to pilot the submarine or be like nurses for him when he's like being a surgeon or whatever. They're all useless outside of technical use. They're useless outside of they're useless in combat, but in technical use, like they're a lot better, because whatever, they can pilot a submarine. But Law is not beating Luffy. Get the fuck out of here. Gotcha. See you around, Traff. Buzz off. Set sail. What? Hey, Oh, you monsters. Hey, we've come to see you off. Momonosuke, Kinemon. Yabato-chan. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. Man. Luffy, what? Got you. Luffy. Oh, man, everybody's tackling him, and Yamato's all happy. Momonosuke's pissed off. Luffy, you bastard. It's a dastard for some reason here with a D, but pretty sure they mean bastard. Or maybe it's like a combination of dastardly villain and bastard. Who knows? What is the meaning of this outrage? How can you abandon the two comrades you have known the longest without a word? You have angered the Shogun. What do you have to say for yourself? What's the big deal? We're meeting now, aren't we? Luffy, this is an edict from the Shogun. Please don't leave. It'll be so lonely. I want to be with you forever. It can't end like this. I only managed to survive because you were there. You're the reason I can laugh again. Thank you so much for avenging my father and my mother. You see, I can't even express myself properly now. I'm scared of what happens next. Please don't go. That's quite the pitiful sight. Cut him a break. He's still a little kid on the inside. Usopp, yeah, it's ready. We've been waiting here all this time because I wanted to give you this. You can't play the tough Shogun with me, Momo, even if you're a bit bigger now. I know what you're like on the inside. You're a small, weak dummy, but I think of you like a little brother. It's a flag. When times are tough, look at it and remember your seafaring adventures. Hang it up somewhere in Wano. If any major bad news comes knocking, just point them to it. It'll let them know that screwing with our friends is the same as screwing with us. So Luffy gets Wano as his territory. Big W. Big W. Does that mean I am one of you? Kinemon, Yamato, Momo, if any of you ever want to be pirates, I'll come for you right away. He should have taken Yamato now, but this is so stupid. Just remember, I won't have any weaklings on board. Take care of him, Yamato. Yeah, let's go. Keep it together, Shogun. Good luck, Momonosuke. Kinemon. Yes, mark my words. Someday, I will surpass Kozuki Oden. I will be by your side when you do. You talking about me? No. You talking about me? No, Yamato. Alrighty, let's set course for Hakumai. The main port is there. I was told there's a lift that can lower ships down. Oh, fuck. Phew. I thought since we scaled the waterfall to get here, we'd have to fall down it to leave. Oh, the lift, right. The secret lift. Me too, thank goodness. Aha, yeah, that makes sense. You guys would use the main port. It's a safe and sound way after all. Perfect for you wusses. Oh, okay. Here we go. Fucking instigator. Yo, the champion instigators, bro. These three are instigators. They just can't let it go. Safe and sound. And, they're being petty. They're gonna do it. No, Luffy. No, Luffy? Being safe is good. Don't let him get to you. Hang on, Captain. What's with that face? We all think the main port is better. Jinbei, give me the helm. Luffy, don't! Take this. Stop it. No, we're all gonna die. The might of the outlaws recruited by Lord Momonosuke and Kinemon made them akin to real-life wisdom kings. Their power descended like a wrathful tsunami, obliterating all in its path. Even Kaido, the Dragon King, and the yokai-possessed giant Oiran failed to withstand their assault. The heavens themselves were torn as painful shrieks reverberated through the air. During that chaos, Princess Hiyori was accosted by Orochi, the snake that seemingly perished in the flames, in a desperate last-ditch attempt for his spiteful vengeance. His gambit was thwarted by a single slash, And who owns the blade that separated Orochi from his final cursed head? Why, none other than Kozuki Oden's second disciple, Denjiro. With his last one detached and burning, the twisted Kurozumi was at long last brought to his knees. Beben. And then a flash of lightning marked the fall of Onigashima, and with it, the fall of the Dragon King, Kaido. The sun had finally pierced the dark clouds that were suffocating Wano for 20 long years. The skies were cleared. Sounds from the ignorant masses celebrating the fire festival in the capital crept into their ears. Then suddenly, defying all reason, the burning remains of Orochi spoke. The Kurozumi family's grudge shall continue to curse this rotten land, generation after generation, for all eternity. But Princess Hiyori refused to flinch or shudder. She held her gaze. The country's 20 years' worth of torturous memories fueled her heart. Can't read. Stand back, it's too dangerous, Hiyori-sama, cried the samurai Denjiro, but she brushed aside his hand. Our beloved princess would not yield a single step, staring into Orochi's devilish face. She delivered a damning epitaph. Her fan held aloft, the Kozuki crest proudly dancing on its edge. No longer having to bite her tongue like she did for the last 20 years, she cried out, Father, mother, brother, in our homeland, hear this. Okay, so this is probably, I don't know if this is like true. I think they're like, they're like embezzling the story a little bit. Hear this. Woo! This is the moment I've been waiting for. We all know their name means charcoal, so all together now. The Kurozumi were born to burn. Yo, that's fucked up. It's not Oden if it's not boiled. The Kurozumi were because their name means charcoal. Yeah, alright. Ben. And now time slides ahead to the day after the festival, where feuds and weapons can finally rest. A shocking truth is revealed at the port where the reverse crescent moons met. The denouement of this violent saga is a joyous reunion. The denouement of this violent saga is a joyous reunion. The blood spilt in order to revive this clan will never be forgotten. A record of their sacrifices will always be carried by the wind. This part of the Rakugo is a reference to a novel, Shin Segumi Blood Wind Record. That concludes today's tale on our nation's renowned samurai, and how they miraculously returned to us. With that, I think a well-earned break is in order. Momonosuke-sama, Shogun-sama, now where shall we hang this flag? Till we meet again, farewell. The final curtain. Inherited will never fades. Okay. Well, that's the end of the chapter. Well, alright. So now, moving to the next arc. The next chapter will be the start of the next arc, or at least it'll probably be the in-between before we start an arc. So like, it'll be like a lore piece or information piece when they start dropping a bunch of information and what people are doing around the world. This might be the really exciting part. But finally, Wano is done. Jesus Christ. Man, I just really hope, man. Well, I mean, hey, as long as Carrot isn't in the crew, I don't mind, to be honest. As long as the Carrot niggas don't get her, like it's cool, man. I don't really mind. Whatever. Yamato's not in the crew. That's unfortunate. Whatever. It feels like a editor stopped Oda from going all the way with that for whatever reason. But I mean, hey, as long as Carrot isn't in the fucking crew, I don't mind. So, there's that. Well, whatever. I mean, there's no I some people over here, I'm reading the comments. Some people are talking about, I hope Yamato joins later on, bro. What the fuck? But like, bro, if this is, I don't know if this is the final saga or the final arc. We'll have to see how Oda sets it up, because I'm assuming it's the final saga, because I don't know how One Piece can end in one arc unless the arc is extremely long, like Wano, but like, like longer. If it's longer than Wano, then yeah, I guess he could probably end it with one arc. Because we don't have to go to Elbaf, just like there's a lot of people in the fan base who are like, we gotta go to Elbaf, but no, we don't. Elbaf is like Usopp's story arc or character arc does not, like, Elbath doesn't matter. What matters is that he is recognized by the giants as a warrior of the sea. So like that can happen during the final war in One Piece, where Usopp becomes a warrior that is recognized by the giants for his bravery or whatever, and they create a statue of him and they put it up in Elbaf somewhere. There, because that fulfills his dream. He wants to go see Elbaf, which he can do post story. He doesn't have to do it during the story. Plus, there's nothing really to do in Elbaf. So you'd be going to Elbaf just to talk to some people, and we don't even know if there's a red poneglyph there. If there was one, then there'd be a reason to go to Elbaf, because it's the last red poneglyph they need. But I mean, either the last road poneglyph is in Elbaf or it's in Road Star, which is like the second to last island. So they can go there, but then, we'll see how that works. It's in Oda I trust. I mean, I loved Wano. This is a great arc. But man, we won't be seeing Law, Momo, Kinemon, none of them anymore. Like, those were a lot of characters that Oda had to jumble. Like, he had to juggle, I guess. He had to juggle these characters for who knows how many fucking arcs. It was like forever, right? So now we're back to just the Straw Hats and focusing on them, and of course, whatever side characters Oda introduces next arc. Yeah. All right. So now Luffy has two territories with Fishman Island and Wano. Cool. All right. I mean, hey, whatever. So that'll be the end for this chapter. No matter when it is that you're watching this or where it is that you're watching this, good morning, good afternoon, and or good night. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care and have yourselves a good one, man. I'm still upset about the Yamato thing.